Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Miller. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the horror genre 5-paragraph essay that you're going to be writing. This is in case you forget what you're doing, or if we're doing things online because of school getting shut down or what have you. Just keep this in mind. This is what we're doing. Yeah, I know it seems like a lot, but I promise it isn't. So I'm going to go through what I'm expecting of you. So this is the directions. Author Sharon R. Russell says that the horror genre has various elements which can be used to define and categorize horror stories, including suspense, plot, setting, theme, and the source of threats to the characters. So the prompt is, why do we sometimes like to be frightened? So we're going to explain ourselves using the CER format, which is just a regular 5-paragraph essay. So format is going to be an introduction, body paragraph, ending with a 3-tiered claim that answers the prompt. So you're going to, just like with any essay, you're going to have like a main reason why people like to be scared, and you're just going to go da, 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 da. Number 2 is 3 body paragraphs that explain and present evidence to support your claim, as well as reasoning to link it up to your claim. And number 3 is a conclusion paragraph that wraps up the paper. So if you're watching this, don't worry. We're going to go through this step by step every day. This is going to take weeks to get done. So don't worry about it. Don't flip out. It's not that big of a deal. All right. So you have a rubric, and you will lose points for not being an MLA format, which I'll talk about in another video about MLA and essay writing, so it shouldn't be too difficult. So this goes on a scale of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So paragraph is the first part, grammar second part, argument is the third part, quotes is the fourth part, fifth part is reasoning. And all this equals 25 points. All right, so the rubric is, if you have your 5 paragraphs, good for you. You get your 5 points. If you have 4, you have 4 points. 3, and then 2, and then 1 for your paragraphs. If you don't have it done, you don't get any points at all. Grammar is that your essay has no spelling or grammatical mistakes. I'm going to be a stickler about this, but not all the time. Like if you make a mistake once, I'm not going to take off points, but if there's a lot throughout the essay, I will take off a lot of points. Argument is that if you have a 5, is essay convinces reader 100% about his or her point of view. I'm not going to always agree with you, but that's not the purpose of the essay. The essay is to try to, tell me something. I'm not going to take off points if I disagree with you. And if you get around 80% of your point of view, I agree with you mostly, but you're missing out on something, I'll take off points. Number 3 is essay convinces reader about 50%. So if I'm not really sure, it won't make any sense, I'm going to give you 3, and then 2, then 1, then 0. You shouldn't get anything lower than a 4 because having a basic argument is not that hard. Quotes are each paragraph has at least one quote. 4 is have most paragraphs have it, half, and then less. We're going to talk about using paragraphs a little bit later, not in this video. This is just basic. So voice reasoning. So if you write the whole thing, it sounds like you, then I'll give you all your points. If it sounds like you were copying somebody or if you were plagiarizing something, you will lose points based on that, and it goes down the line. So that is how you're being graded. And this is the graphic organizer, which we're going to go through every day. So your horror elements are here. So you have suspense, setting, basic plot, supernatural event, source of the threat, and the theme. These are just examples like Harrison Bergeron, The Lottery, The Most Dangerous Game. We definitely will go into depth about these things, and we're going to go through this step by step. This graphic organizer actually is going to be worth more points than the actual essay itself because it's your first essay, and it's going to be hard, so I'm going to give you more points on something else, all right? So stay calm, and if you need help, there's going to be other videos that go along with this, all right? So please do watch those.